Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And I'm Melissa Ford, a.k.a. the Curve Queen.
Yep, it's DJ Damas. Let's get the show started.
Okay, and it feels good to be back. I've been watching the shows while I've been gone. You guys have been having some very informative dialogue.
Thank you. You know, we tried and
Black
stuff.
fathers and all types of other stuff.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot going on in the world and stuff.
Well, I'm happy to be back. I will say, as smog-filled as the city is, I do not miss Atlanta.
No?
At all.
What?
No. First of all, I don't know how it feels on a regular basis to wake up and not know what the weather's going to be throughout the day. Like here, it's usually sunny, or you wake up and it's raining and it rains throughout the day. At least my experience. In Atlanta, it will be sunny, it'll be humid, and then you can go to the mall and then come out and there's a storm.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like that in Miami too.
It's a little bipolar. It's been a little bipolar everywhere, honestly. Here,
Really?
oh yeah, it's been like monsoon rain, and then in the morning, and then it's like bright and sunny, freezing,
Yeah.
and then
Cold.
yeah.
Why do people feel like climate change isn't real? I mean,
guess-
if anything, I think this is like the year that has proven climate change. I'm not. Is it climate change? Or,
You want to know what the problem?
Am I saying the right thing?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, that's it.
The
Climate
problem is that there's two different phrases. There's global warming.
Global warming is what I meant. That's what I meant.
There's global warming and there's climate change, which basically are two, they both factor into one another, okay? So climate change is basically just like kind of all over the place as a result of the core of our planet heating up.
It's getting hot.
Exactly.
I mean, people are saying that by, I don't know,
2050.
Well, there'll be meteors just falling out the sky. Do you think that's
this
true?
up.
I don't doubt it. I mean, like the severity of storms, and not even just the severity, the consistency.
Are you into weather? Like, are you into the climate and the global warming and that?
I mean, I
Because-
might not. I don't think that I'm the.
I watch all the movies.
You know, I'm. Yeah.
That's what I learned.
I can't.
I learned from the movies.
I can't because it's too close to what's happening to us. But I mean, like if you look at the consistency and the severity of the storms, you know, and how they just. I mean, look at what was it last year? It was just like Larry, Harvey, you know, George. I'm
Yeah, all these hurricane names.
you know, yeah. It's
Yeah,
just
Brian.
like exactly, and it's
Wait till they have Hurricane Daquan. That motherfucker's gonna kill everybody.
Don't fuck shit up.
it's frightening to think about it. I mean, wildfire season is about to start here in LA, and we saw what that looked like last year.
And we did get a lot of rain though, because I mean, for the first time I think in a long time, at least I've been in LA 14 years now.
It's
We
been
probably got
in
the
a
most
decade.
rain.
It's
No more drought.
Yeah, no more drought. But that's probably going to change. But do you remember the wildfires last year? The 405 was on fire.
I was in, what was I filming Wild and Out then or something? I remember I was somewhere away, but I remember like all of North, like the valley was on fire.
Yeah.
Right?
Like hell.
Yeah,
Literally.
It literally.
Was it that bad?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. It looked like a video
God
game.
said, I'm going to take out the rich people first.
Oh my
Then
God.
I'm going to get over to well, I'm not going to say Slauson and Crenshaw, but you know,
Malibu.
that area.
Yeah, in Malibu, it's
Oh,
like
yeah, Malibu.
Yeah, it's shocking just how many people. And you know what? A lot of insurance companies do not want to, you know, reimburse a lot of the people who lost their homes. And this is the uber wealthy that we're talking about in Malibu, like these palatial mansions, and they're having trouble recouping, like from the insurance companies. Wildfires just seen as like, you know, hey, if you live in California, kind of like if you're in Joplin, Missouri, and you get leveled by a tornado, it's just like, well.
So what is the point of insurance? That's what kills me
Insurance
about it.
In case shit happens.
But when it happens, it's like, well, you know shit happens here.
They're a little
so
bit
we
of
can't
a-
help you.
It's a little bit of a racket, in my
Well,
opinion.
listen, I mean, I learned back in the day, I had too much to drink. I was partying. I had bought when I moved to LA, I had sold my house and they gave me a check for 140 grand. You know, give a 25-year-old nigga 140 grand. He moves to LA.
Blew it.
He balling. So I went and bought me a brand new car, paid cash for it. Long story short, a year later, I ended up going out to drink with friends, and my friend was the designated driver. Well, I started hitting on him, and then I guess his boyfriend didn't like that. So his boyfriend came and took him away. So I was there by myself with the car. So I said, I have GPS. You know, I'll be able to find my way. I have OnStar or whatever. So I get all the way back to Burbank, literally a block from my house, drunk driving, and I wrecked my car. Totaled my car. Had no insurance. I let my insurance lapse. So that $68,000 I paid for that car cash was just gone.
Damn.
So I learned then that if there's anything you need insurance for, your dog, even dogs. Like a dog, you fuck around and the dog will set you back.
Yeah.
Because people care about their dogs. They won't let them die.
My girlfriend, pet insurance.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, my girlfriend,
They will not let their dog die. That dog will sit there and be foaming at the mouth. And rents due, but they will go spend hella money to save this dog.
my
Arthritis.
girlfriend just spent $18,000 to save her cat.
No, she didn't.
cat?
I'd have put that cat in a Payless shoes box and tied that motherfucker up and put it in the ground.
I love animals. I like cats, but I literally said to my girlfriend, I said, "Bitch, what the fuck?"
Not a cat.
18 grand?
After maybe the $5,000 mark, you didn't consider euthanizing the cat?
So I thought the woman that spent $20 million to bail her man out of prison was stupid, but this is
No,
even
she's still
dumb.
stupid.
Yeah, no, she's dumb.
No, she's so
She had the
stupid.
bread.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
She
I
had
mean,
the money.
I want to know if they're still together.
True story. The lady I met with her about investing in Hollywood Unlocked back in the day when I was like literally looking for money from. Did I tell you?
Oh, I remember.
I was looking for money from anybody who would give it to me, and so they were like, "Oh, that woman who won the lottery, she has $180 million. You should meet with her." I'm like, "Shit! If she gave a nigga in prison $20 million, like
She could just throw
she can
you,
throw
like,
me a
two.
couple too, you know." And that's exactly what I was looking for.
I know.
So we go meet at her attorney's office, big old office, and I come in there and she's like sitting on her new boyfriend's lap.
Oh.
But she's like so into him, she's not even listening to my pitch. She's like
the one she bailed out?
No, a different
new-
one.
She had a new guy.
She had a new guy. And then I sat there and I said, God, like I was on the usher board. I was in the choir. I've been through so much. Why you give this bitch $180 million? But I guess, you know, it was her blessing, not mine.
Hopefully she still got it too.
There, you know what?
She
No,
done ran through that.
there's a curse of lottery winners.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Did you
saying?
see that on TV?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
seen
like
it.
you could read. There's tons of stories, but like the majority of people who win the lottery, they're just ill-equipped to deal with everything that comes with it. It's the onslaught of new relatives. You know, hey, I'm your cousin from your mother's father's sister's side. You know, and then you've got like friends, and the entourage just grows and grows and grows, and you just don't understand how to, you know, financially plan for the future. You just don't know investments and hire the wrong people or don't hire anybody else. Usually they grow broke. A lot of them commit suicide.
Yeah, a lot of them die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any of those problems.
Neither would I.
Right? I don't
know
Neither
what's
would
going on.
I. I know exactly what
Right?
to do with it. And
No,
I don't need
look,
180
look.
million.
Give
Just
it
give
to
me
me.
18.
Here would be the answer. No.
Exactly.
No.
It's gonna be no's everywhere.
I think people are afraid to say no because no brings about conflict. But I feel like, you know, when somebody calls, and trust me, I've gotten a lot of no's. I'll tell you one. My sister Felicia, I remember once I needed $5,000, and I know living in LA, we got a lot going on, and $5,000 doesn't seem like a lot sometimes, but it really is a lot, especially like back home for people, my family who are just hardworking, you know, blue collar people, and some of my family, they ain't got no collar. Them niggas is broke. But I was like, yeah, I need $5,000. You give it to me in a week, you know, we'll give it back, whatever. And she said no. And I remember thinking, and she said, the reason I'm telling you no is because your other brother, I said yes to him and he didn't pay me back. So now he's ruined it for everybody. So now I'm waiting for her to ask me for money because it's coming. And I'm going to say no.
No.
That dude in Jamaica won that big money, and he went up there on the news with a mask on. That'll be me. What they set people up saying you got to put your public identity out there when you win all that money.
I think that's
crazy.
I think there's some states where you don't have to.
Yeah, that's
You don't
crazy.
have to reveal your identity. But
I would just go up there dressed like Beyonce.
Look, because anybody in around the world now can just find one of your relatives and like hold them for ransom. Like that's really what that is.
With 200,
That's
300,
scary.
400, 700 million dollars, you can live very safe and comfortably.
Yeah, you can.
Like you can move around like the president.
Yeah.
For real, you be in the 99-cent store buying some shit, trying to stay regular, nigga move too fast and get shot right there at the cashier. Because I ain't gonna lie, when I was in New York and everything was happening with the whole Nipsey stuff, I had security. I said, man, and just, I went to Janet Jackson this weekend in Vegas, and I was going to go backstage, and somebody ran up on me and put their arm around my back, like from the back, put their arm around my neck, you know, to give me a hug, a fan. When I tell you, we almost got into a fight because I was like, you cannot put your arm around me like that. That just takes me back to like Nene Leakes in the news, who was in the airport and a fan walked up and started cussing her out, and they filmed it while she was cussing her because she didn't feel like she gave her enough attention. People gotta like relax.
That's wild.
That's one thing, but physically putting their arm around.
Could you
your
imagine you're going to get on a flight and a guy comes behind you to put his arm around you to give you a hug?
I mean,
I'm sure crazy things have happened.
Don't touch people you don't know. Don't
Yeah.
touch them.
I
At
mean,
all.
the rules
You're gonna get
apply
hurt.
from kindergarten on. The sandbox fucking rules, they apply.
Don't touch somebody.
Don't touch people you don't know or without their consent. Jesus.
Especially when they were kids, too. That's another, you get hurt. First class to the hospital.
Yeah, exactly. So
another star sighting I did see on the show, you were talking to the actress who was in 911. And I finally met, I met Angela Bassett before, but I was able to finally meet her at the airport. You know, speaking of fans, you know, when you're in the airport, I think you're the one that taught me to wear sunglasses or something.
Oh, yeah, don't make eye contact.
So I have these sunglasses now, not just make them. And then when people stop me, I'd be like, oh, sorry, between the glasses and glaucoma, I didn't see you right there. She was in the airport with her husband.
Yeah.
And so first I see her husband, Courtney B. Vance, and I'm like, oh, shit, I should go up to him and just, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, by the way. It's 5:30 because we're getting on a 6 o'clock flight. So I see him and I go, I should go up to him and just say, hey, I really love your wife. But then he's with his son and maybe it's just not cool. So I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. Then I thought, wait, Angela probably in here somewhere. So I started looking around and Angela Bassett was chilling in the cut. She had like a little, Angela Bassett looked like how can I say this?
Be careful.
She looked like you the first episode of the show.
Oh, damn.
Still pretty, very beautiful, but very comfortable.
Yeah. Well, it was 5:30 in the morning.
She's on that 6 a.m. flight.
You should see me at a 6 a.m. flight.
No,
actually, no, you won't, because I won't.
Do you take 6 o'clock flights?
Fuck no.
Wait, 60 years old and beautiful.
I know.
Like skin flawless.
I know.
Just she looked amazing. So I stood behind her for a little bit, thinking like, should I do this? Like, this is really gonna be weird. And I was like, fuck it. And it's Jason. So I say, hey Angela, I'm a huge fan. Blah blah blah. We have the same birthday. I'm having a stupid conversation where it's 6 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, and she said, oh, what's your name? Okay, thank you so much. And that was it. But I just want to say, you're so beautiful, Angela.
She's amazing. She's like my auntie in my head.
You know how to get in and get out. You speak to them real quick, they go, oh, yeah. And then when they start doing it, yeah, it's like, all right, yeah, I'm out.
Celebrities will give you a look when they don't want to talk to you, but they know they need to be nice. It's like, oh, okay.
Hey.
Oh, that's your cue. Get the fuck out. People don't go up to celebrities with an escape plan. They just go up. I went up to Lauryn Hill one time and I said, hi, Lauren.
I'm surprised you survived.
Hold on. She jumped back in her gown and snatched her handbag. Scared the shit out of me, by the way. I thought something happened. What the fuck, they shooting? And then she said, don't ever refer to me as Lauren, and you will not call me Lauren. You refer to me as Miss Hill, and I don't shake hands. And she walked off.
Oh.
I was like, bitch. Because I had just moved to L.A. She caught me at the right time. And Gayle King was right there, and Gayle King just rubbed me on the back and said, oh, baby, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right.
Miss Hill.
Yeah, well, she's infamous for being spicy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder where that comes from.
I don't know, being celebrated for such a long time. Celebrated celebrity, sometimes you kind of.
Speaking of Lauryn Hill, the team posted a video poll of Hazel E., Mario, and Tank and said, whose concert would you like to go to the most? So the fans think we're trolling. I'm like, I don't even see half the shit these people post. So they think you're trolling. So they quoted me when I had said on Love and Hip Hop, I said, oh, I can take a picture with Lauryn Hill. Doesn't make me a Fuji. God bless you, Hazel. You're out there still grinding. So anyway, y'all gonna download the album?
Hazel E. album?
Boy, Melissa, you're one of many words.
Fucking
Okay, I forgot what we were talking about. Anyway, if you're listening to the sound of our voices, please make sure you're streaming this on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeart, and watching us on YouTube because we have a lot to talk about.
It's time for another Hollywood hookup. All my young investors, anybody that wants to invest, I have something for you. It's called Robinhood. It's an investment app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission free. While other brokerages charge you up to $10 for every trade, Robinhood doesn't charge any commission fee. So you can trade stocks and keep all of your profits. Plus, there's no account minimum deposit needed to get started, so you can start investing at any level, okay? The simple, intuitive design of Robinhood makes investing for newcomers and experts alike very easy.
That's awesome.
View the easy-to-use charts and market data and place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone. Also, you can view the stock collection such as 100 most popular.
Wow. That sounds complicated.
No, but they make it simpler. It usually is complicated, but now it's simple. With Robinhood, you can learn how to invest in any market as you build your portfolio, discover new stocks, trade your favorite companies, and get custom notifications for price movements so you never miss the right moment to invest.
Watch out, Gordon Gekko. Here I come.
That's right. Robinhood is giving listeners of Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help you build your portfolio. So sign up at unlocked.robinhood.com.
So, Melissa, is there anything special you've been doing that you want to talk about besides holding it down? And you look so lovely doing it, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all can't see what she's wearing under that damn coat because she tried to put it on a PG version of the show, but she walked in here and just breasts everywhere.
Woo.
You know, I mean, try and spice things up for you guys.
Okay.
You want to talk about the photo shoot you did with the straps?
See, this is why I don't fucking tell you anything.
Wait, what is this photo
okay?
shoot?
It's never gonna be seen by anybody. Shout out to Iggy Azalea. I feel your pain.
Can I tell everybody out there that doesn't have the privilege of seeing Melissa's body? It's very rare in this city to see a woman with a natural body. It really is. It really is. I don't even think people would know what to do to see a natural body.
I mean, you do see you see.
No.
Okay,
no.
this is. I'm sorry.
Not out
This-
here no
No.
more.
Okay, you're right.
You really don't even know nowadays. And then the girls who you think have a regular body, they're like, well, I got a pull here, a tuck there, a injection. And you're like, God damn.
Here's just my concern with everybody, you know, with the whole, you know, surgery movement is edema. Okay, so that's like the liquid that kind of like builds up inside of you, is in a response to trauma, inflammation, that sort of thing. So when you twist your ankle and your ankle gets super, super puffy,
Yeah.
all that liquid inside is called edema. So when you're getting all of these surgical procedures done on your body, we've just recently seen examples of what happens when somebody's had a lot of surgery.
Where? Who? You talking about the Hazel video? You better stop.
I'm just talking about the fact that when you get a lot of surgery, you should be very,
Damage
very.
is just trying to catch what the fuck is going on because all he knows is a video
You
online.
should be very afraid of like what the lasting effects are, and it just looks. I don't know. It looks a little crazy.
It looks scary. Your body gonna fight back too. All that.
That's what I mean. Your
it's
body's
gonna
fighting
fight back.
back.
It's like, what is this
Kay,
shit in
I
me?
mean, remember Kay sucked it all out her ass.
Yeah.
All the stuff that she had put
Kay's
in.
story was
I mean,
crazy.
she almost died.
No, I know it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that she was honest about everything because more women need to understand, you know, the
seriousness or implications of doing that.
Exactly, the consequences, and you just, I'm just glad that she was honest about it. But anyways, back to the straps. I got them on Amazon. So basically,
But I just like
listen, you
like,
can get anal beads and handcuffs and anal training kits on Amazon. It's
Why do you go so anal with this one?
and then an anal
You had
bead.
anal straps?
I mean, honestly,
I don't.
We haven't talked about anal beads in a long time, and honestly, I just never really understood. I guess you just
I didn't either.
is an anal bead something like you just pop in one bead at a time, or how does that?
And then you pull them out like a lawnmower.
Really?
I don't do this.
But what happens if you pull out like the lining of your intestine?
I don't know because I am not into that kind of thing. I have friends.
And you have to use those on an empty stomach, I would assume.
I don't know. I have friends.
Because if you pull that bead out and there's like a little piece of shit on there and you got good linen, the night's over.
Good linen.
No, because I got good linen and I be looking. I ain't gonna lie. The other night I fell asleep on the pillow and I had just come from Wildin' Out. So we have like our hair care people out there. They fucking put that shit together and they'll put some dust here or the paint here. Yeah, I laid on that good pillow and I woke up in the middle of the night looking startled to see if I had left any evidence. Shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can get a lot of stuff on Amazon. So I ended up getting like these leather chaps. Yeah. Ish. I don't really know.
Chapish?
Yeah, like it's like a harness that goes around your waist, and then they like extend down to your thighs, and then there's straps that wrap around your thighs, and then I had another one that like goes down the middle of your chest, and it wraps around your stomach.
Why wasn't this released?
Cause y'all ain't ready for
It was
that.
too much.
Y'all ain't ready for that.
It's in the archive.
It's gonna stay there, hopefully, because thank God the same photographer that shot Iggy Azalea for GQ didn't shoot me.
Well, speaking of that, what's going on with Iggy? And that's the reason why I asked you is because the reason why I brought that up is because those photos are out there now. And now one day you're going to be like hosting the red carpet at the Grammys and then you're going to be strapped down.
Well, you know what? Listen, if you see video games and what the Sims are doing, I'll be fine if my nudes ever
What are
leak.
the Sims doing? I don't want
Eating ass. It's
No, they're
On the
not.
Sims?
Yes, it's crazy. Somebody
Yeah.
What
said.
you mean they're eating ass? The
I'm going-
video games?
The video game. Yes, there is a picture of.
And then you wonder why there's that little video of Northwest going viral where she has her halter top down with her makeup on doing all this.
I'm not. I'm gonna leave that
The
alone.
Sims is eating ass.
See, I wouldn't eat ass like this because, first of all, the way my knees in a hardwood floor works, like,
You gotta put a
no.
pillow down.
What? Really?
On the hardwood floor?
Why would you put your good pillow on the floor?
Hey.
No.
There's got to be.
Why is
pillow-
this on a video game?
Thank you. There's got to be pillows designated
So
for
what-
certain
Yo,
things. Okay.
This is lit.
So back to Iggy Azalea.
So back to Iggy Azalea. She's pressing charges against the person who leaked her GQ nudes. So back in 2016, she did a photo shoot for GQ. And she did one where I guess, closed set. And she, it's probably implied nudity where you don't see, nipples, beaver patch, the essentials and stuff like that. But it implies the nudity, which a lot of women do. She's a sexy girl and she's got a great body.
Very
so,
beautiful.
She's young. Show it off while you got it, girl. So as of right now, it's unknown how the photos made their way to social media, but she has basically disengaged, dismantled, turned
off.
turned off all of her social media accounts, Twitter, Instagram. But she wrote a message to her fans on Twitter before she signed off, explaining that she didn't ever want the photos publicly released. And she says, I hadn't seen any other women's covers leak, so I felt comfortable on a closed set to model for such a reputable magazine, knowing only the images with my hands covering would be considered for print, the rapper said, according to the screenshots of now deleted tweets. She also added that she's surprised and angry that the outtakes weren't deleted after the shoot. I never consented to taking topless pictures for potential release, period. I agree with her.
They ain't paying enough for that.
Can you imagine, the album cover with Janet Jackson where she's got her arms up, topless, and there's hands over her boobs? Can you imagine if the outtakes of that got out? It's the exact same situation.
Well, I've already seen her nipples.
Well, the whole world has, but that was a whole
That was
other
a really hard
ball of
nipple.
wax. It really
Wasn't it really hard though?
Well, she had jewelry on.
Yeah, but I just remember it looked like a Cocoa Puff sitting on top of a fucking plate.
Beautiful.
Okay. Well, anyways, TMZ reports that the photographer who shot Iggy for GQ Australia the cover claims that his photos were stolen and published without his knowledge.
Don't believe
Liar.
it. Don't believe it.
Liar.
Man, he got paid for
I'm
that.
sorry, I do
came
not.
up.
I
Well,
don't
can I
believe
say
him.
this?
Go ahead.
I got Iggy signed to Fashion Nova. I did her Fashion Nova deal, and part of that deal, they had negotiated budgets to do her own photo shoot. So I know she's especially right now, she's really particular about the creativity of her photos, and she's very much in control of her image in her photos. Like
As she
when I
should.
say beyond anything I've ever seen, like she's hands on, don't fuck around, don't play, and she don't let nothing go out without her approval.
Right.
So I know this ain't a stunt. I know some people online were thinking, oh, this is just a stunt.
Yeah.
Wendy Williams.
She doesn't need it.
Wendy Williams had chimed in and she said, oh, well, this actually help your career, which, we do live in the age of where nudes do. People have actually called me and said, should I release this nude?
But
Should I
she
release
didn't
that
need
nude?
it.
But she didn't need it because she's doing her thing. But anyway, she deactivating her accounts. You know what I feel about celebrities that deactivate their accounts? You gonna come back?
You are gonna come
You're
back.
coming back. Because social media is a business.
Yeah.
If she has brand deals,
Yeah.
that Instagram needs to promote those brands.
Yeah.
So deactivating the accounts, for what?
Some
Yeah.
Fuck
people
it.
don't know how to disassociate themselves from the comments. So she's turning it off.
Just turn off the comments.
You can control your comments.
I get it.
When they were attacking me, I turned that shit on to where it said only the people I followed, and I was only following 86 people at the time. When I tell you that they were so mad that they couldn't comment, it was making me happy. I was waking up actually no stress because I knew there was not going to be any hate. So she can control that. And then ironically, when the story came out, I saw another link that said, private sex tape with Nick Young released. I was Googling trying to find Nick's dick. I was like, let me Google this motherfucker. Because I couldn't hit him and say, hey, send me your dick so I can see if this video is real. Because that'd be kind of weird, right?
I wouldn't put it past you, honestly.
I don't know. I would ask. But no, I was looking I couldn't find any sex tape. There is a lookalike online. It's so crazy how fans will go that far to create a fake sex tape. Like they
Right.
did with Bow Wow. They did that as well, right? Remember they did the gay porno and said it was Bow Wow?
I
It was
did
like a
not
lookalike?
know.
Oh, there was like
I didn't
there
hear
was
about
an
this.
image they took from a gay porn. Do you remember this? They took an image of a gay porn and said it was Bow Wow, but it wasn't.
You know, there was a sex tape, well, sort of kind of like a R-rated version of a music video that everyone thought was me, and no one did anyone to stop anyone from thinking it was me. Knock Yourself Out, they did 2 versions of the video. The version everybody saw and loved, and then they had an X-rated version of it with Jadakiss and porn stars.
Oh.
And I forgot what the porn star's name.
But they said it was you.
Who she favored me. We had the same skin color.
Was the hair the same?
Same weave at the time. Ish. If you're not looking too closely,
Yeah.
but if you really looked at her, there was about a 20-pound difference on me. You know,
You were heavier?
Oh, way more ass, way more ass, way more thigh, way more fucking everything. But to this day, people still think that it's me, and I'm like, no.
And you can't really argue with them. Like, how long do you continually say it ain't me?
I mean, listen, we were talking about 6 degrees of sexpiration, and he was just like, you slept with a lot of people according to the internet. And I'm like,
You said that to her?
yes, he fucking did.
Did he really?
You want to know why? Because he
Well,
was,
there's actually a list, and we talked about it before. And most of the people on the list, you don't
either don't know,
don't even know.
or like literally
Now,
know
I ain't gonna
in
lie.
fucking
I
passing.
like that list. I was living through you. I'd want that one, that one.
I mean, shit.
Ooh,
I
that
mean,
one.
sometimes I wish I was having as much fun as like this, you know.
Yeah, people that don't know Melissa, she's fucking boring. She's fucking boring. She ain't using her God's gifts. God bless her and said, bitch, here you go. You got the golden ticket. Go get what you want. She's a wholesome Canadian, unfortunately.
I mean, you know. with
So
the
Damage, would you
exception-
release your nudes? Like if you needed to like get your clout up a little bit?
Hell no.
Why?
Release my nudes?
Why not?
First of all, what do man nudes look like? They make me nervous. If a girl asks me for a nude, I'd be like, so what am I supposed to be
So
doing?
you've never like text dick pictures or...
I feel like a man nude and a
Hold
dick
on
pic.
one second.
He did not.
It's
Wait.
two different things.
Did me and you just turn
But
into
is it not-
journalists? Wait. Did we not just turn into
But I feel
journalists
like
real
a
quick? Because there
man-
was no answer.
A man nude and a dick pic to me is 2 different things. Like, what is a man nude? A
Okay.
man nude feel like I'm standing in the mirror and I'm like,
Ask Chris Brown.
Okay,
nah,
so
I'm
let's
saying
so let's break down the line.
the mirror.
Let's break down the line of questioning real
Yeah.
quick. First question: have you ever sent a dick picture?
no. not
Lies.
me.
Do you see the way he said,
He's
no?
like, I'm thinking my son's gonna watch this. His class is gonna talk about it.
I would never.
Yeah, me neither.
We don't believe him. We don't.
Me neither.
Who would want to see that? Like,
Now I will tell you, I do.
I can, a bunch of women in the comments.
I
on
do
the
get
YouTube
afraid when
page.
people take my phone and swipe left and right real fast. 'Cause
Oh,
they wanna,
yeah, don't do that.
They want to see pictures of my house or they want to see pictures of this and that. I'm
be
like,
swiping.
you gonna fuck your whole spirit up today. You better slow down. Swipe one at a time and ask for permission.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't understand
At least the warning is there.
Yeah, I won't swipe left or right on anybody's phone. I'm too afraid. Okay, so let's get back to you. Okay, so no dick pic, so that means no nude. No standing in the mirror right
I'm
after
not standing
right
in the
after
mirror
right
taking
after
no-
you got out of the shower and you're
Nah.
not like, you know, super, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you're kind of like a little ripped cuz you're
That's
hungry.
how my ex got me. Sent me one.
Yeah.
Full body.
And if I did take a picture like that, it's not gonna be full body. It's gonna stop right. People will leak that shit. People will put that shit out.
Yeah, but you get followers.
Nah.
Or you lose followers depending on, you know. I've seen some pictures. I'm like, I follow that nigga shit. Unfollow.
Yep.
Oh, I remember the days I used to follow all the cute boys. Not anymore. You know, now I gotta be careful because people slide in your friends who you're following.
Yeah.
I met this Dominican in New York. I ain't gonna say his name because that bitch watched the show. But I went on a date with him and I thought, okay, this could be the one. And what he's doing now is he's commenting on everybody's Instagrams who I follow. And he never followed these people. And they don't know who he is.
Oh, he's trying to get his followers up.
Yeah.
But he's also trying to
I'm gonna follow him.
get some action, maybe.
That's a
Possibly.
mess.
I don't know.
Speaking of dicks, OJ Simpson, they said, is hung like a goddamn racehorse.
Who said this though?
I mean,
I think he said it about himself.
Oh, okay.
He started the rumor.
Yeah, me too.
O.J. Simpson boasts about breaking Kris Jenner in an alleged 90s tryst.
Breaking her.
There's always been that rumor out there circulating that O.J. Simpson and Kris Jenner, who, I mean, would she have been Kris Kardashian at the time? I guess, yeah.
Kris Kardashian,
Yeah,
yeah.
she would have been Kris Kardashian at the time. Page Six reports that O.J. Simpson previously boasted about being hung like a horse. Guys who are hung like a horse don't really say that, but I'm just going to... skate over that, and breaking Kris Jenner, his best friend's wife at the time, during a 1990s hot tub tryst. Additionally, Simpson's former manager, Norman Pardo, shares this in his documentary, Who Killed Nicole? That Nicole Simpson and Robert Kardashian went to bed early one night while vacationing, leaving OJ and Kris alone in the jacuzzi. Again, I don't believe that. Whatever. Okay. Pardo says the alleged affair ruined each party's marriages and friendships. And he recalls OJ said he stood up, pulled his shorts down, and I'll give you exactly what he said. Her eyes bugged out of her head, and I effed that bee until I broke her. Why did I just censor myself? That's funny.
I don't know.
He said that they had to take her to the hospital at 2 or 3 in the morning. Oh my God. This story just gets worse. She came to his room and said, "Can you take me to the hospital?" He said, "No, have Rob do it."
Wow.
Okay.
Her husband?
Yeah, her husband. Have your husband take you to the hospital
Jesus.
since you're like ripped to shreds from another man. Anyways. Also, Pardo says, from what I'm understanding, from what OJ told me, everything was great up until the little fling that they had. The fallout from the hot tub incident ruined their relationship. The Kardashians divorced in 1991. The Simpsons split a year later. I kind of think that the reason why the Simpsons split was he was beating her ass and she was over it.
And she thought she was going to die.
And she thought she was going to die. So
And then she died.
Oh. Exactly, that part.
I mean, we all know OJ's guilty, right? There's no doubt.
He sound even more guilty when he said, "I fucked the bee until I broke her." That's a violent way to explain your consensual sexual
I don't
intercourse.
believe that my mother's had sex with OJ. Let me first by saying that. Kris Jenner is my industry mother. I don't care what anybody says. I don't believe it. I mean, but then again, you got a young, fine nigga in the room. Your husband. Nah, I'm not gonna go there. I don't believe it. Do you believe it?
The thing I have the most trouble with is the whole hung like a horse thing.
OJ could be hung like a horse. Look at the confidence. That nigga had enough confidence to kill 2 people and get off.
Yeah.
There's still like that room, like, you know,
That he's gay?
No, the theory that it was his son that did it.
Whose son?
His
Yeah,
son.
that's the big theory.
Is it?
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Didn't fit, but maybe it fit his son.
I never heard
listen,
that.
That's a real thing.
Listen,
Really?
No,
let me tell you
serious.
something. The whole glove thing was fucking retarded, okay? First of all, O.J. Simpson had arthritis in his hand, or the beginning of arthritis. And
You can kill somebody with arthritis.
No, what I'm saying is he stopped taking the medication when he found out that they were going to put the glove on him. The prosecution was literally like, we don't want him to try on that glove because it's not going to fit because his hands have swollen up by like baseball mitts at this point. So when he tried to put the glove on, it didn't fit. So Johnny Cochran's, you know, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit thing.
So would either of you date anybody in prison? Or that's been to prison?
I probably would date somebody that been to prison.
Really? So like if your girl got out, you met her, you guys were at the taqueria on Taco Tuesday, and she's like, yo, you know, I used to be locked up because, you know, I robbed a motherfucker back in the day, but I'm out. You date her.
Seasoned.
Seasoned,
ride or die. You need some edge sometimes.
You could tell one thing, she can definitely stay in a commitment.
Yeah, you need some edge. Usually, you know, girls go to jail for fraud or, you know, some type of robbery. I need you.
Would you, Melissa?
Really?
Like if a man just got out of prison, he was like, I ain't been with a woman in 5 years or 6 years. And I'm just, and he's fine. And he got gold hair and gold locks and fucking a nose ring and green eyes and
not
freckles.
today, Satan.
Why?
Get away from me. I am not
What'd
trying
you
to
say
be
that?
stigmatized by a fucking felon, okay? My life will go to shit. I wouldn't come to work. Y'all motherfuckers would never find me. You be sending Kelvin to go get her. Go get her. And I'd be in the house strung the fuck out.
Can I tell you, I have a picture of somebody.
convict dick.
I have a picture of somebody between now and the next show. I'm going to find this picture. This motherfucker, I don't know where this person is. I'm going to post it on my Instagram tonight. I'm going to say, if you know where they are, please send it to me. So send me his Instagram.
What is this
He's just somebody. I saw a picture online that I screenshot and I just keep it.
Okay, you want
gold locks.
You want to marry
green?
him?
What?
Can I see, please?
I would have to. There's so many fucking nude, inappropriate photos.
Don't
I have to go
swipe
through it.
left.
Don't swipe left.
I was just gonna say.
I was recently in a meeting and somebody got my phone and got to swipe it. I was like, give me that.
Don't
You
swipe.
gonna judge all types of characters.
I don't understand why they would think it would be okay to swipe right on your phone.
Anybody's phone though. I think it's rude. I think it's rude to swipe left or right in anybody's phone.
Just hold the phone.
Just
Don't even
hold.
give me the
If
phone.
I show you a picture
Like this.
you don't get to go down my memory lane. Stay there in that time period.
Okay, well,
My friend sent me videos of him having sex with his baby mama. I was like, what is going on? They're amazing.
I don't want to see my friends having sex.
My friend having sex with his baby mama.
Yeah, I know that. He's
That was
having
hot.
sex with somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was hot.
All my friends send me stuff though. All right.
Okay. Well, anyways.
So your
moving-
favorite shows in the news?
I know. Okay. So Game of Thrones
Yeah.
star Kit Harington, who played Jon Snow,
Yes.
has reportedly checked into, it says rehab, but I think it's more of a mental health facility. He's been battling a few health problems, and so he's checked himself into this facility. It's called the Privé Suisse
Ooh, nice.
for nearly a month, just weeks before the show's finale on May 19th. It's about $120,000 a month.
Oh, he ballin'.
I mean, well, he can afford it. I mean, can you imagine how
You
much
fought
money?
dragons all these years. You fought warlocks, warlords,
Yeah.
dead people,
Yeah.
witches,
yeah.
All types of shit.
So,
and now you get a day off and you want to kill yourself?
well, okay, so hold on. It said that his role, he was always stressed the fuck
He
out.
looked depressed.
He was
the whole time.
No, in 10 years, the motherfucker had sex twice. Okay?
Really?
Yes.
Did he ever smile in the damn show?
Yeah. Danny was
It's
making him smile in the
smile-ish,
beginning until, until he had to fucking kill her.
Why are people so obsessed with Game of Thrones?
Good.
Because
It has created little got monsters.
because it's like it's cinematically it's the greatest thing. It's the greatest TV show that's ever like
What about Neverending Story?
What's
well,
that?
that's a movie.
Okay.
It was
well,
basically like watching a movie every single episode
Mm-hmm.
for 10 years. You know, so Game of Thrones is just like, and then you could never guess who was gonna die. Like favorite characters would just be killed off. Like what the fuck? Holy shit! You
Would
never
that
knew.
ever make people angry?
Oh my
Yeah.
god! The Red Wedding. People lost their.
What was the Red Wedding?
Okay, so
because
it's-
I've only seen the one episode you made me watch.
Okay, so it's just about, in the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. That's basically it. So
That's
it's
it.
political intrigue, and it's basically a fight for the control of the Seven Kingdoms. So people are just trying to
And everybody don't have a dragon.
Nah.
No, only Daenerys Stormborn had a dragon. Anyway, so Game of Thrones was really great just because, first of all, it had a huge fan base because it was books before it was a TV show.
Books always
and
bring 'em.
exactly. So it already had an enormous fan
But
base.
the person who wrote the books didn't write the ending, right? And so
No,
fans are not happy with the ending.
No, they're not.
He said he
Do you
gave him
think
like,
the network fucked it up?
I think that.
Are you a Game of Thrones fan? Are you?
I thought about it, and I think that they kind of.
He fucked it up. They said the writer gave him like an outline, so they try to go off of that, but I heard they moved on. What is it, Star Wars?
Why the writer didn't just write the fucking end?
No, it's a team of writers. It's a
Okay.
room of writers.
that write the books?
Oh no, him.
Yeah, they write
Oh
the
no,
book.
he just.
That's what I'm saying. Why he didn't just end it?
I don't know. I guess
They
he
probably
wa-
ain't cut the check.
He wasn't inspired. No, it was just I don't know. You can't force genius.
I mean, not only
to
was the
happen.
storyline
Shit,
bad for what
Jay.
I've seen online, but they had Starbucks coffee, they had other water
this-
bottles,
this
like they was
season-
tripping.
Water.
They had a water
They had
bottle.
a truck in one scene, like a
So I
A
just
truck?
truck. It was a regular truck in
They
the
did.
background.
No, they did not.
Yeah, they did.
Who was
Ford.
on the damn production team?
Yeah, it was the production was. I just watched the documentary that showed the making of season 8,
Mm-hmm.
and it was such a big. Here's what I gather: it was such a big undertaking, and people were just so tired. People missed their families. This show had become
Yeah.
like a full.
And they shoot in Ireland?
They shot all over the world: Iceland, Ireland, Dubrovnik, Croatia, Seville, Spain, Seville, yeah, Seville, Spain. Like they were all over the place. But Belfast was the home of Game of Thrones. So I don't know. Now I have mixed feelings about the end, but they definitely were tired and ready to.
And so why
Go
is he
home.
now
So-
going into rehab? Is he's on drugs or alcohol or?
Well, no, I think that he's just having a really difficult time processing the end. I mean, so he was a very young actor, so he's 32 now, so that meant he was 22 when he started.
So it's like a relationship ending.
It's literally like, who the fuck am I? You've been Jon Snow for so long. You are recognized as Jon Snow. People call you Jon Snow. They don't even know your real name.
They're gonna call him Jon Snow for the rest of his
But
life.
Yeah.
you're rich. You're rich.
But there's still,
Rich.
think about Heath Ledger. You
Yeah.
know, he killed himself after,
But did he kill himself or did he just accidentally overdose?
No, it's reported that he committed suicide.
It's dark.
Really?
Yeah, he had to go to a mentally very dark place in order to commit to the role of the Joker.
Played the hell out that role, though.
He what was he? It was awarded he was awarded something posthumously.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was amazing.
But I mean, like for a lot of actors, when you have to consistently go into like this dark place and you've played a role like as long as he has, I'm pretty sure he's suffering from like some real identity, issues and stuff like that. So basically what he's undergoing at the facility is psychological coaching, practicing mindful meditation and cognitive behavioral therapy to deal with stress and negative emotions at the facility. Did you know that his wife is Egret?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's in Game of Thrones?
Yeah. She was.
You'll see them.
Yeah.
They be out here. You'll see them.
Yeah.
Walking the streets?
They'll be at like Trader Joe's or something together.
Who?
You might.
Both
Kit
of them.
Harrington and
In
Rose Leslie.
Hollywood?
Not West Hollywood.
Oh, really?
You might not recognize them because they're both very little.
They're very small people.
Very
Jon Snow?
Jon
tiny.
Snow.
Why does he look big?
He don't really make him. They call him like a little guy on the show too.
He looks big on the show, though.
Really short.
He looks bigger.
It's the coat.
Damn.
And by the way, did you know the coat is actually a rug from IKEA?
I can't.
It wasn't washed for like 5 years.
Look, he got to figure out how to be himself again. He was stressed out and fucking sad on the show, and now the show's over, and it's like I got to get out of that character.
And then also, if you watch the documentary, he didn't know that he kills Danny until like the massive table read, and he breaks down at the table like he's bawling.
He's into his role.
He's so upset that he was responsible for killing Danny.
No, it's
Yeah.
like, bro, it's fake.
Yeah, well, I mean,
He looked across at her like,
yeah, he was
Like,
he
bruh,
was he
it's
yeah he
show.
was really, he was crying. It was sad.
Well,
Yes.
I listen. I get. The last couple weeks, I think I worked a lot, like between like all the wilding out stuff. They going to New York for Wendy, coming here for a day to film 4 things, then going back to Atlanta. I mean, like, I remember, and then Dish Nation. I remember feeling like I like the idea of being busy, but I don't like
what's your stress reliever?
I don't like the idea of not having any like break, like no break to like catch myself and be like just enjoy life. Like I don't ever want to be like so busy where you're like meeting here. One day in New York, I was in New York for 2 days. One day, literally from, I think we did breakfast at like, I don't know, 8 a.m. From 8 a.m. all the way until like 11 p.m. or midnight, we were nonstop. That shit was like, I don't never want that. It was exhausting.
Well,
living an American dream.
you need to know when to like put the phones down.
We talked
You
about it.
you can't.
No, I know. I'm trying to get better.
So what's your stress reliever? Sex?
No. Although this morning I did give somebody a bath. I have a big bathtub in my
off.
bedroom. I have a big bathtub in my bathroom with jacuzzi now. And so,
Yeah, I've seen y'all partying this past weekend at the house.
We were not partying, and we're gonna get to you because your name actually came up, and
Yeah.
but we said you were with your son, so we didn't disturb you,
okay.
or
Yes.
you could have came. And we didn't do
100%.
shit. I called Melissa, said, "Do you want to barbecue at the house?" And she said, "Yeah." And we ended up just buying packaged chicken and some
My
potato
son loves
salad.
barbecue.
Well, here's
We
the
didn't
thing: is he
barbecue.
needed a propane tank, which I knew he did not have. So that's the first thing I said. He was landing. He was like, "Let's barbecue." I was like, "Propane tank." I guarantee you don't
She
have
knows.
one.
She knows the shit men know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cause she's like, "Do you have a propane tank?" I'm like,
No, trust
I'm
me.
sure I got a tank somewhere,
A
right?
lot of guys would skip over that detail. That detail. Like, hey, let's barbecue. It's like we need a propane fucking tank. Okay.
Are those expensive?
No.
$100.
Home Depot right there.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, we went to Home Depot, but we just got some people to come paint. I'm building a studio in my garage.
What's your stress reliever? It's hanging out with your kid.
Yeah, and going to the beach, man. I haven't been to the beach since I've been here 6 years. Now I'm starting to go to the beach finally.
Yeah.
This year.
So we're
So,
hiking. We're hiking again.
Where?
We're looking
I
at
saw.
the trees. We're looking at the dirt. We're looking at the skyline, and like just kind of taking it all in.
That's a stress reliever.
Game of Thrones is a stress reliever. Though.
No.
Yes, it
no.
is.
Not the way they were running around my place, just yelling and screaming.
But
this one right here,
takes
and
your
this
mind
one,
away.
I wish you were there. I wish I could have filmed all of the behavior
I was acting
of my
crazy.
friends and her friend Roble, the psychopathic behavior going on. It was so
But
much.
it takes your mind off with what the fuck.
Take off
you
of reality,
got.
yeah.
It's like I can just live in this other world real quick.
Yeah,
That's
well.
probably why it's so popular.
It is. I love Game of Thrones. I do. I mean, up until like the last season. But anyways, I digress. Okay, so
Wait, can I tell you a funny story?
yes. Is it about fucking ghosts?
No.
No, because that's the next story.
So after the Wendy Williams show, I had to meet with the owner of Essence Magazine, Richie Liu. He's a billionaire.
Richie.
I've talked about, he wants to build an ecosystem of black billionaires. Great guy. Just looking at, he owns Essence, so I wanted him to look under the hood of Hollywood Unlocked, tell me what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, where we can partner and so forth. So we've been exploring ways of working together. So before that meeting, we had a whole hour. So we're like, damn, we got to get some food. We're fucking hungry. Shout out to Wendy and her staff. The Green Room, way better than the other shows I've been to. But anyway, we go to Costco for lunch. And so my ex is hanging with me the whole day.
Did you have the pizza?
No, he's looking like a snack. I'm having, get fit or die trying. I had a fucking salad. I was proud of myself. From Costco, it was a good chicken Caesar salad. It was great. So my ex is there. We're chilling. We're talking. We're filming or whatever. And this fine ass fucking Puerto Rican or Dominican walks out of nowhere, and clearly he's shopping at Costco because he's getting pre-packed, all the meat, as for meal planning, they go and get all their shit, and he's and I'm like, oh shit, can't say nothing now, fuck, I can't say nothing, and he goes, hey, haven't seen you in a while, and I'm like,
Oh, you
huh?
know him.
Yes. That's how I know I'm out of control. I didn't even know. He was like, yeah, that time you had dinner with Lil' Kim, you invited me, but I couldn't make it. And this and that. You met me at this club. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And I'm trying to look back at my ex where he at? He don't care about that shit, but that was a mess. Fine. Then I was like, how can I get I gotta get that number? But I ended up.
Apparently you must have had it.
I probably do have it, but I
And
don't
you just
know.
don't remember what his name is.
I don't even know.
How many guys are in your phone as fine AF?
Okay, can we
Fine,
do this real quick?
motherfucker.
Wait, can we do this real quick? I'm actually gonna look up fine, because I know if
Wait, you really label
now. If I type model,
contacts
now if
as
I type
fine?
model, they in there. This is real.
Oh my God.
Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna read the names. Alex Fine, Andrew Fine, Donald Fine, Finance Lamar, Richmond Fine, Tony Super Fine, Vincent Stockton Fine, Israel Fine, Johan
Israel
Castro
Why
Fine,
are these the
Justin Fine, Khalil Fine, Mike Fine, Reggie Fine Ass, Richmond Fine, Rico LA Fine, Rock Fine, Tev Fine, Tony Super Fine, Vincent Stockton Fine, Nick Finest.
Who's that, Nick Cannon?
No. Oh, so I tell Nick Cannon.
You're a manimizer.
Oh, I told Nick Cannon, I'm telling you right now, I can't say much because I'm working for MTV right now, but the minute they release me, I'm going to go in and just, Nick Cannon is looking good out here.
No.
Yes. I saw Nick on set a while and now, and I was like,
Told
God.
you, he's a manimizer. They call him womanizers. You're a manimizer.
But the difference between Nick and all these other guys, from what I've seen, just kind of being close to everybody, is Nick don't disrespect women. He don't, how do you call them? What do you call it when you objectify them in a way? He doesn't treat them like they're a product. That, I think, is the thing that makes them all fall in love with him. Plus, I heard he has a big penis. And he's working out.
I'm done, yeah.
You heard Nick had a big penis, right? Never? They said it's really...
Who's
Anyway.
they? Who are you talking to?
They. It's time for another Hollywood hookup.
Oh, yeah.
Simple Health has you in mind when they're thinking about convenience and the fact that we stay home and like to online shop.
Online is important.
They are all about care that fits into your lifestyle, and they make birth control simple, which in this day and age is a really good idea.
Oh, do tell.
It's simple, affordable, and convenient with online prescriptions and free home delivery. It's a better way to get birth control. Whether you're trying birth control for the first time, should you be watching this show? I'm not sure. Or you need to renew your prescription, Simple Health will take care of you. Fill out an online health profile and answer some questions to find the best birth control for you.
Now, that sounds easy.
A doctor reviews it to see if you're a good candidate for birth control, recommends a product, and writes a prescription. Then your birth control ships to your door on a recurring schedule. No interruptions. It's free with most insurance plans and starts at about $15 a month without insurance, which is fabulous.
That's cheap.
Yeah, because I remember when I was going to get birth control, when I kind of started on it, it wasn't as easy as this. So you guys are lucky. I want to remind you guys that this is not a replacement for all of the services that you need your primary care physician or your gynecologist to perform. That means pap smears and physicals, etc. This is not a replacement for that. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
However, I don't want you to miss your chance to try this service for free. My listeners get the $20 prescription fee waived by going to simplehealth.com/unlocked or by simply entering unlocked at the checkout.
There you go.
So again, don't miss your chance to get online prescriptions brought straight to your door. That is simplehealth.com/unlocked, or at the checkout, just enter unlocked into the discount code section. That's your Hollywood hookup.
All right, so who's getting married out here?
Okay, well, there's a woman who underwent an exorcism after she married a pirate ghost.
Oh, wow.
Where the fuck do you find this shit, Calvin? Jeez
pirate.
Louise.
But more
Okay.
importantly,
Yeah.
she fell in love before we did.
She found love.
Before
I
we did.
mean,
Well, you're
In
in a
a
relationship.
hopeless place.
It's just,
Is it safe to say you're in a relationship? Do I say that, or do I
No,
just
I'm not in a
a
relationship yet.
situationship?
Okay, you can call it that.
Okay.
He's hilarious. Why did you make that face?
I don't know. I needed to stretch my jaw for a second.
Next
That's a
relationship
first.
I'm going to be in,
That's a first.
I'm going to be getting married.
Okay.
You think so?
Yeah.
You're too young for that.
I'm at that time.
You're gonna get a divorce.
I said that.
It's not gonna
I
last.
said the next relationship I'm in.
He's
That's what,
29.
That's too much time to get a divorce. Get married at like 50, where you're like, fuck, our AARP cards are here. Might as well.
oh my god.
Are you waiting till you're 50?
I'm not getting married.
Oh
The
my
only
God.
reason I would get married is for I was gonna say for a funeral, for a wedding.
Just to have the wedding.
Just to have a
Yes,
celebration. You can do that
yes.
whenever you want.
No, and I didn't know you're only supposed to invite people who are going to bring you gifts. Like somebody told me the other day, you only invite people besides like your immediate family. You're only inviting people who are going to bring you stuff.
No.
That's what somebody told me the rule is.
I don't know who the fuck
Who
that
made
person
this
was.
rule?
but
What they have to bring you has to be twice the amount of whatever you're paying for their spot.
who said that? That is not a real rule. Usually,
Is that not a wedding rule?
No.
Usually it's friends and family at the wedding.
Yeah, but do you invite niggas who don't bring shit? Like you don't
Yes.
even bring nothing to the table, let alone bring something to the wedding.
Bring your support.
Well, I mean, like these days,
Support.
Support.
These days, people are inviting people with high Instagram followers to their wedding.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, Jesus.
Let me
Christ.
tell you, I want. First of all, I told you I met my favorite porn star in London. I told you he was in the back of the club having sex with somebody, and it just ruined my heart. So I walk up to him afterwards. I'm like, this is pretty awkward given what you were just doing. But I'm a big fan of yours, and I just need your Instagram. I'm gonna show you his Instagram. He's fucking everything. He's everything.
Was this a gay club?
Yeah, they wouldn't let women in. They told my homegirl she couldn't come in because she was a woman. So I said, well, she's a tranny. Transsexual, sorry. Fuck. Don't at me. Tranny, transsexual, whatever.
Did they believe you?
No, they were like, we don't let transsexuals in. We don't let feminine men in. We don't let women in. We only let niggas in here.
Really?
Yeah, they were not playing. So, I went in there.
I need to sneak into this club. Anyways, a woman
A lot
claims.
of fucking in there. It was a lot.
Is it a sex club?
They were
Sounds
having,
like a dungeon.
it was a party in one room. 2 rooms, party, straight up party. Like DJ, it's like, oh my God, I love this Rihanna. Yeah, bitch, better have my money. Okay. Then you go in the back and it's like black walls, like a maze, and like a red light, and like people having sex everywhere.
Your community has
Having
all
sex-
the fucking fun.
Having sex, when I say everywhere, I was like, this is crazy. And
I
this,
mean,
this guy walks up to me because he recognized me. He's like, oh, I go, research, nigga. I'm doing research. Just fucking keep going.
I was just at the Abbey.
I know.
On
Don't go to
Friday.
Abbey without me. Who told you to do that?
I was with Poe.
Okay, I saw
Yeah,
that.
so yeah, I went with Poe, and the Abbey's just such a good time.
You should be a lesbian for 1 year. Like you
probably should try it out.
No. First of all,
You
he
and Ellen DeGeneres.
He
You
told me
and
to be
they-
a hoe for a year, and I gotta be a lesbian for a year. Why should I be a lesbian for a year?
because you would be surprised if you. First of all,
Who would be my girlfriend?
Ellen, because it would have to be
okay.
a white butchy woman.
Ellen's not butchy though.
A little bit.
She probably turned it on off the cameras though.
She just wears pants a lot. She doesn't wear skirts. If that's what makes her a butch, then okay, I
wouldn't
guess
put
she's
it
a
on
butch.
you.
But anyway, I don't think so. I don't like vagina.
Did we talk? Me neither. Did we talk about the woman that married the ghost?
Okay, a woman claims that she had to have an exorcism performed on her after she married a 300-year-old pirate ghost.
Good for her.
Amanda Teague claims that she was forced to undergo an exorcism after her Haitian pirate Jack possessed her. Okay. Did you write this shit? Okay, yeah. The Mirror reports that, of course, she's from London. The Mirror reports that 47-year-old Amanda got married to the pirate ghost in 2016. The ghost had been executed in the 1700s.
Sounds about white.
Yeah.
It was a Haitian ghost though, yeah.
Yeah. How exactly?
Sapase.
How exactly do you determine that though?
What kind of swagger do he have? As a
Probably pulled his
17?
penis out.
It's a ghost though. Like,
What does a ghost penis look like? See through?
how are you getting screwed by a ghost?
You've never had an experience where, have you had an experience with a ghost?
No, just
Have
I
you?
mean, my father coming back to
I
visit
have.
me,
Yeah.
sleeping with a ghost.
No, we weren't sleeping together. I wasn't gay then.
Okay.
It was an army of ghosts in my room. I was in a foster home, a group home, and they were just this army in there. I didn't know. I thought I didn't know what was going on, but anyway, they were ghosts.
Okay. Well, she says that after she slept with her ghost husband, she became gravely ill. Can you imagine what kind of STD?
He gave her like a ghost STD.
Jeez Louise. Amanda reveals that after 2 weeks of marriage, she started to get health problems. She said, I started to get recurring perianal abscences.
What is that? Perianal?
Perianal, I guess on like the outside of your asshole.
What happened?
She started to get abscesses, basically like sores.
She really got an STD.
And I was suffering from cirrhosis. After about 4 or 5 months in, when things really started to go downhill, really.
You know why I don't have drunk sex no more? Because you could be at the club and get really drunk, see somebody that you think is really cute in the dark, go home and just be so lit you want to put your face in their ass, and now you licking abscesses. Can you imagine that? And by the way, you shouldn't be eating nobody's ass if you ain't gave that motherfucker a bath yet. Get your ass in the shower and take a washcloth.
She said she had to stop having sex with the pirate because she got sepsis.
What is that?
That's what the shit almost killed Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, when you become septic, it's basically just like
your lungs are filling up with-
organs are basically like fucking
Yeah, you're dying.
Yeah, you're dying.
Oh, this shit was real. She's really fucking the ghost.
She's probably fucking a goat. Fuck that. She's not fucking a ghost, okay?
She's getting taken down by that Haitian ghost.
She adds
If
that.
I find out that anybody I know has been fucked by a goat, I'm officially telling everybody.
Have you ever watched any bestiality
I can't
porn?
do it. I can't. I saw the one where the girl was giving a horse a blowjob, and
Don't give us the fucking
the
visual.
donkey. It was a donkey, and he came all in her mouth, and it was just gushing all out her mouth. And I was thinking, like, who raised you?
No, a guy did it and got killed.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he fucked the horse and got killed.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Shout out to OJ.
You're fucking...
Yo, I'm so happy to be back. I've been reading the comments. People are like, yo, with Jason gone, the show is so civilized. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're having such great dialogue. This black
having
excellence.
PSAs.
I'm back, bitch.
And then the fuck shit continues. She said she had to stop having sex with the pirate because she got sepsis. She adds that when she confronted Jack and tried to leave him, he threatened to kill her. I'm over this fucking story. I'm fucking over it. I'm over it. I'm done, bitch.
Don't be joining me.
Listen.
You
okay?
read that to get it out, but said, fuck it.
Listen, let me tell you something. Kelvin, your next job, find this bitch and get her up on the
gotta have
fucking
her on the
show.
show.
Wait,
because
hold on.
I need to.
Wait. So she was fucking the pirate.
Yes.
He gave her bumps on her asshole.
Yes.
She became septic.
Yes.
And then she tried to live.
Yeah.
And he threatened to kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my type of bitch.
Yeah,
I don't know what she's smoking and drinking, but listen, I'm sober. 6 months sober now.
Good for you.
That made me want to drink.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get to that.
Me
I
too.
want to see that motherfucking ghost. Nigga, why are you trying to kill her?
Listen, I just have to round it off by saying she says her health has gotten better since she left the pirate and doesn't want to get involved with spirits anymore. She reveals that she met Jack after she became tired of physical world men. Me too, bitch. Okay? Me fucking too.
Melissa, if I look at your Instagram, first of all, let me tell y'all right now, here's Melissa Ford's Snapchat. Follow her on Snapchat because you don't see the shit that we're talking about here on her Instagram because now she done figured out branding. Go to her Snapchat. The bitch is smoking some shit there. She probably has smoking with a ghost.
I am different on Snapchat because it's such a small community now. Like, who the fuck is really on Snapchat?
So this dog shit in my house on my expensive carpet. And since then, I'm like, I ain't letting nobody in my fucking house. So Melissa comes to my house the other day and I got this new house and her dog is running around. Your dog is so well trained.
Isn't she?
She's so disciplined. But every 5 seconds, I'm like, get that fucking dog because I know it's going to shit somewhere. She didn't even shit.
She's not going to shit. Yeah.
We were on the canyon the other day and this lady, she's a dog walker. She had like 7 dogs on leashes. And then we hit the corner. We're like, damn, she got hella dog. We hit the corner. It's dogs coming out of bushes, dogs coming from the fucking canyon. Oh my God, damn.
Yeah. One thing, listen, if you've never been to LA and you want to go to Runyon Canyon because you've heard so much about it, I'm just letting you know, it smells like dog shit.
It's Dog City.
Because it's a mountain of dog shit. That's what Runyon Canyon is. It's dog shit.
Okay, well, listen, if any of you want to go hiking in Dog Shit Canyon, hit us up. But until then, we're out of
Other
here.
than that,
Peace.
it's really nice.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.